Hello, YouTube world. Hello. So, this is my second video that I'm making about making salmon sandwiches. Yeah, I'm a little obsessed. It's been a long time since I did the last one. Like, when was that? That was 2023. Spring 2023. I have a good memory. So, it's been over 2 years. And so, I might as well do another one. I don't know why YouTube live streaming mobile app doesn't have the option where you can like flip around your image so that your text on your shirt is not coming up backwards, but it doesn't have that ability. So I think you can see what this means, what this says. Wild at heart. I am wild at heart. I actually am. I mean, sometimes I might seem quite domesticated, but the reality is I am wild at heart. And along those lines, I only ever eat wild salmon, okay? I don't eat farmed salmon. I don't even consider farmed salmon to be salmon, actually. Is that salmon? Like, really? I don't think it's salmon. And not only do I only eat wild salmon, I only eat wild sockeye salmon. It has to be sockeye, okay? I don't eat pink salmon. I don't even feed that to my cat, okay? Pink salmon is in the gutter, okay, of salmon. I would eat the other kinds, so like, what is it? Chinook and coho, chum. I don't know about that one, but I don't know if I've ever had that one before. But those are the ones they don't have in cans, okay? And that's like, those are the ones, it's like more like somebody's caught it wild and you're having a barbecue. So yeah, those ones are good too. Nothing is quite as good as sockeye though. Like sockeye is like the creme de la creme of salmon. Okay, so now that you've had that little intro about salmon varieties, let's get at it. So it is, okay, let's review the ingredients. They're very simple. Salmon. Wild Pacific sockeye salmon, sourdough bread, Miracle Whip. It has to be Miracle Whip. And I've got this here too. That's not one of the ingredients. That's just for me to quench my thirst while I'm making it. Alright, summer peach. Now, so I'm going to open this. And just do it over this bowl so that any drippings don't get on the counter. Okay. Maybe I should do cooking videos more often. Alright, so now we got to drain the water out of it. This is the gross part. Like, I actually hate doing this. But the payoff is it's really good to eat. Like, it's tasty and it's good for you. It's healthy. Okay. Now, I haven't been buying a lot of salmon lately because they've jacked up the price at Superstore. It used to be around like $5 or 5 something a can, and now it's like $6.49. And then I think they even went it up higher to $6.79 a can. Like, oh my god. But they were having it on sale for $5.79, which until recently I would not have thought that was a good price. But I suppose anything less than $6 at this point is a good price. So I bought 2 cans. It was a special occasion. I do believe they still have it at Walmart for $5 a can for sockeye, which is pretty good for this day and age. So I should be buying it more from Walmart, but whatever. Okay, so there's no more liquid coming out. We're basically done with that stage. Put it into this metal mixing bowl. And this part is pretty gross too. So I have to go through and basically pick out anything that's not pink or red. So any of the gray bits of scales, bones, of course, or like anything that's just not that color. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Like, I'm not going to. When I was younger, I used to be a perfectionist. I'd spend like an hour just picking through it. But that is pretty frustrating. And in the end, it doesn't make a difference because when you mix it all through, it's all going to taste the same, anyways. But you do want to get rid of big areas of discoloration, let's call it. Yeah, like salmon has just always been an important part of my diet. I guess it's an example of coming from the West Coast. Although, like I say, I haven't been buying much lately because they've jacked up the price. Like this, and this can is not too bad. Like some can, each can is a little bit different, right? This can is not too bad. The last one I had was really good. It's not. This one is not quite as good as that one. Like you judge it, I would judge it by how red it is. The more red color, the better. I haven't even come across any bones yet, which is kind of odd. So I collected cans today. Yeah, I didn't do too bad. It was a nice day with weather. It was like, at least the rain stopped. It's been such a rainy, wet summer for Kamloops. Yesterday was a total washout. But I collected so many cans within the first half an hour of leaving that I had to come home. It was a good thing because it was raining. Like I would have been soaked if I stayed out. Today I was out for hours and hours. And in the beginning I was collecting so many cans, and then, but like in the usual areas where I'd usually get them, there was hardly anything. Yeah. I think more people are doing it. I didn't see that today, but other days I've noticed, like, I barely would ever notice anybody else collecting cans besides me. But in the past couple weeks, I've noticed quite a few. Nobody has quite the procedure I have, though. I think I have a good way of doing it. Okay, so there's some bone. You'd think my cat would be loving to eat this. She's such, she doesn't eat it. She doesn't eat it. She won't eat it. She's like her mother, that's me, in so many ways. Like she's a very picky eater. But she's not like me in that she doesn't like salmon. Like what cat doesn't like salmon? She actually would eat tuna over salmon, which is definitely not like me. She used to not like tuna either, but she's had to have it a few times when I ran out of wet food, and she did start eating it eventually. Maybe she'd be like that with salmon too. I don't give it to her when she's hungry necessarily. It's just when I happen to be making it. Okay. Good enough. Okay, I need to rinse my hands. I'll be right back. So yeah, this is turning into a cooking YouTube channel. Because I did a live stream the other night about making spaghetti. It didn't start off, the live stream did not start off that way. But it ended that way. I've edited it, actually. I should go check if it's ready. Because I cut out the beginning part, but didn't have to do with cooking. And so just have it as a video about how to make spaghetti in a hotel room without a kitchen. Yeah, and that's another reason why the salmon is pretty important to me, like salmon sandwiches, because I'm actually deficient in vitamin B12, and you get that from eating meat. But, so I'm able to have this. You don't need to cook it. Most meat needs to be cooked. I guess it's kind of a moot point now, because I have my toaster oven, which I can cook just about anything in. But I didn't always have that when I was first in the hotel. I didn't have that for like the first year. I didn't have a toaster oven. So salmon was really important to me then. I was thinking somebody left here a bottle of hot sauce, Frank's hot sauce, unopened. I was remembered I want to use that to make chicken wings, hot wings. Done that before on a barbecue with that stuff, and it was so good. I mean, in the toaster oven it'll work too. Should. Truth be told, I actually have 3 toaster ovens. But I mean, it would be cool if I used all 3 at once. Yeah, I'd blow out the power for sure. No, people just kept giving them to me. So I started off with none, and now I've got 3. I only use 1 though. One of them I've never even used. The other one I tried using, and it was annoying. It was just, you get having this annoying bell on it. It was just dumb. I didn't feel like it was very good. So yeah, in case I'm forgetting to talk about this. So here's what I'm mashing up. Okay, so I'm mashing it all up. The salmon, like I want to get it like as big chunks as mashed as possible. Okay, that's pretty good. And now I'm going to add mayonnaise Miracle Whip. This part, you don't want to add too much because it'll ruin it if I do. Like a tablespoon, basically. A generous tablespoon. So you can do a little bit more. Okay. Mix that in. I think I put just the right amount. Almost not enough, but really it is enough. Because any more will dilute the flavor too much. I really don't like mayonnaise. It kind of grosses me out. Like, I don't put it on the bread. I literally buy that just for my salmon sandwiches to mix, like what I'm doing here. But that's my only use for mayonnaise. Like, otherwise I think it's really gross. Some people would, like, put it on the bread before putting the salmon on it. Not me. I only mix it with the salmon. And I want it thoroughly mixed. A little bit obsessed with getting that right. I'll show you in a minute. It's pretty close. Okay. Just make sure, because you don't want to be eating it and come across bits that are not mixed. Okay. is what it looks like. Yum. Okay, so now the bread. I used to use like really healthy like flat grain bread when I would eat this. Yeah, I stopped that. Now I have this sourdough bread. It's so good. This bread is so good. From Superstore. And all of the, like this is only gonna be one sandwich, one can for one sandwich. Like I don't make it. I don't spread it out too thin. You know, like I like it to be quite a thick sandwich. And by the way, I store the cans of salmon like before I open it, before I eat it. Well, obviously before I eat it, like the cans of salmon, like when I buy from the store, I keep them in the fridge so that when I open it, it's chilled, it's cold. I like it to be cold. I used to just put the sandwich in the fridge, okay, after making it, and one day it dawned on me, why don't you just keep the cans of salmon in the fridge, and then that way it'll be cold right away when you make it. Such a great idea. It's pretty quiet for Saturday night. Okay. There's guys on riding horses in Riverside Park today. People coming up and getting their picture taken, like these cowboys with cowboy hats. Okay. Okay, so here, take a look. There it is on the bread. And now I'm gonna put these over it. And now I'm going to cut it in half. Whoop. Have a swig of my drink. And have a bite of the sandwich for the camera. Really good. Okay. That's how you make sockeye salmon sandwiches. West Coast staple for your diet if you're from the West Coast. All right. Peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching.